Alright, so we're not just a hunting channel. You know, we're regular people too. We have to clean up leaves and everything in our yard. And you can see there's a lot of them. Now, I'm just going to show you kind of our DIY leaf vacuum that we have set up here. That right there is the motor used to pretty much suck the leaves up and pulverize them in this little tube here. Pretty much just a big vacuum. And here I'm setting everything up in the bucket here. We're going to go piece it all together. We use our John Deere 1025r and put the drawbar on it, hook everything up. We actually use this little trailer back here to haul the leaves as we're running through, sucking them up. So it's going to be a little DIY video of your leaf vacuum system, or our leaf vacuum system. I'm going to get everything loaded up in the bucket, take it over, piece it all together, show what it works, how it looks in action, and how good of a job it does. So here's just a quick little overview of the little vacuum here. It's 4 horsepower, Brick and Stratton, and it has these blades inside. You can see them that spin around, and this all sucks up the leaves and spits them into that cart we pull behind here. And it actually pulverizes it between the blades on the tractor and the this vacuum here. Pulverizes it really well. We did have to make some modifications. This was for I think when we got it, it was off a Cub Cadet. We rigged it up to work on our tractor. Just a little, we had to put some square tubing under here to support our, if you want to call it a hitch, that we put up to our tractor. There was this little, I don't know, flap here. It was on this side. We had to torch that off to fit our tractor. It's just another piece of bar, square tubing that we had to weld on because it's actually what the cart will hook into. So it goes the tractor, the cart, and then the hosing, or all this hose to suck the leaves up and blow it in our cart. So I got everything hooked up for the most part. This guard has to come off of the deck. That actually reminds me that piece is in here. It's right here. Gotta get that out. Here's just a piece of plate that we rigged up. That'll that'll take place of that shroud on the deck. Throw that in here too. Just to give you a little overview. Here we have the drawbar underneath here. That supports this frame that the motor sits on. Like I said, this was made for a Cub Cadet. And when we got this, we kind of modified it to fit our tractor here. So here's our hitch. How we have it set up. I believe this is a 1-inch square tubing we have running under the hitch, under this whole frame, if you will, and then come out here, and we have it bolted in a couple different spots just to give it some rigidity. And then here's a piece of square tubing that we have hooked up. This is we need to do something here. We were thinking about putting a ball hitch, and then hooking the receiver on here somewhere so it can go up and down and side to side. This was just a quick fix that we did one time. Here's the cart. Just a regular cart. Take this off, rake it out, rake all the leaves out when you're done. The vacuum system. A couple bungee cords holding things where they need to be. This we run into problems. This comes off the deck, and it will sometimes get clogged up in here, so we have to take this off and unclog all that. And we just have a piece of wire here holding this all together. See how it's held on there. We need to do something with that as well. I was thinking about getting a coupler, put it here, take it off easily, reach in, clear your stuff. Here's that plate, because it really didn't mount up to our deck. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here. Some leaves will come out, but for the most part, it sucks it all up into the hose and throws it out enough with the deck and catch it here and go to the vacuum. So, like I said, beats raking. Here. Added some pieces here to the front of the tractor to mount up with the deck right here. There we go. It took me about 5 minutes to unload all that, and you can see how much that actually holds. It's a pretty good mount. You wouldn't think so with that little trailer, but holds a lot of leaves and clippings. What it'll do though is when the blades hit it, and then that vacuum, it'll also crunch it up a little bit, so it really packs it in there. But it sure beats raking, that's for sure. Once again, just a little bit of ingenuity and know-how, and have ourselves a DIY leaf vacuum system.